Hey YouTube, here I am again. Today, I just want to give a quick update on, let's say, the first few weeks ownership of this green monster, the KSR110 Kawasaki super sport bike, mini super sport bike. It's yes, reminding a bit of a supermoto kind of design. It's a one-cylinder, 110cc, four-stroke engine, and as you can see, it is not the biggest bike. It's a mini bike. So this came out, the original version came out in 2002. That's when it was first built in Thailand, so they're popular in Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia. That's where these bikes are sold, where you'll find them. And yeah, this one is 2016 model, roundabout. It's not been running a lot, so I've got 500 kilometers on the clock now, so it's more or less broken in. So I got it with approximately 200 kilometers on the clock. So I've put on another 300, and yeah, it's a bike I use to run around here in Malaysia, and fun little bike. There was an upgrade, so this bike actually has a clutch. The previous version, or let's say this one is the Pro version, as you can see here. It has the Pro signage. And the Pro signage means it has the clutch. This is the brake on the right hand side, clutch on the left hand side. It has a 4-speed gearbox, yeah, which more or less the fourth and the third gear, they're not that much of a difference. The fourth gear is more like an overdrive kind of gear. Top speed, I've taken it up to around about 90, 85, 90. I'm going to do a top speed run once it's really broken in, and then we'll see where it ends up. I mean, there's still around about at 85, 90. There's still, yeah, a bit of pull when you turn the throttle full. So I think it'll go over 100, maybe 105. We'll see. I mean, what I really like about this bike, apart from this really cool styling it has, I mean, it really looks like yeah, like a shrunken little supermoto bike. It's tiny wheels, 12-inch wheels. Nevertheless, if you look at the brakes, we have nice disc brakes. We have all proper quality built. The bike is really, I would say, quite sturdy, and of course these kind of design parts on the side of the bike, they're all plastic, but yeah, I mean, that makes them easily interchangeable. So what I like about this bike, apart from the electric starter it has, which it has here, it also has a kickstarter, which I find is really kind of like a cool retro feature. And even well, you may not need it, but I think it's cool to have a kickstarter. And of course, if the battery is flat, you can still use it. Of course, you can just push start the bike also, but that's an interesting little added on feature, the kickstarter. We have a nice long seat, which is not the most comfortable. It is a bit hard, but nevertheless, yeah, it's similar style to what you would expect on a supermoto. Quite a hard seat. We have a nice little strap here. This is not the original one. The original one is just a black strap, so I've replaced it by this yeah, matching green to the rest of the bike design. And of course, looking at the cockpit, very simple. We just have the indicator lights, the what do you call it, this kind of distant light, and then the neutral light, so no rev counter, nothing, just an analog speedometer with the odometer showing the covered kilometers. So very basic, very simple, simple design, and we have a nice little crossbar here, the handles, which now put this kind of a Kawasaki foam protector, chest protector. The rear view mirrors, I've put on the little rear view mirrors. The big ones, the original ones, are pretty, let's say, oversized for this bike. Doesn't look good, and they just they reach out over the bike, so yeah, they make the bike a lot wider than it actually is. Looking at all the let's say the front tire, 12 inches mentioned, and then we have a nice disc brake there. So we have 2 disc brakes, proper braking power, no ABS, but yeah, the brakes are okay. And the 110cc, it's a 4-stroke single cylinder engine. We have a little kind of reserve switch, so it has no fuel indicator, so when it runs dry you just need to go to reserve, and then you can get to the next petrol station. So the bike does have a little bit of corrosion here and there because it's been, I mean, it is 7 years old, so it obviously was not taken care of in the best way, but yeah, I've tried to fix most of the things that I saw were not okay, and I think now we're in a proper condition. So let's start her up. So when I go into neutral, that's what we see, and then that's the electric start. So there we go. What you can hear is the incredible power of 8.6 horsepower. Pretty amazing. Incredible power. So this is enough to get you around. Yeah, it's perfect for this kind of busy city traffic kind of situation. So yeah, that's what it's for, just to get around in town. Nothing quicker than this kind of a bike. You can just get in between cars and really move fast in the traffic. And of course, it's just fun. It looks good. It's fun to ride. You put a smile on people's face. So yeah, it's just a nice little bike. The gears, first gear, let's say you really cannot use a lot of the first gear power. It's just to get started, then you go into second gear to get it up to speed, and then third, as mentioned, that is where you get into this kind of traffic flow speed, and the fourth is more like an overdrive. So mostly you're in third, every now and fourth. Yeah, so that's about it for today here. I'll try and get some footage on the road, and then we'll just yeah, see how it goes, how it runs. Looking forward to the top speed run to see what this thing can do. All right, over and out for now.